Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. Hot, again, summertime, it's hot, wintertime, it's cold. Usually, sometimes it works like that, other times it's wintertime hot, summertime cold. But anyways, sometimes she works like that, you never know. So anyways, I got a funeral today, so I got a few minutes here just waiting for them to come in. I can't really be back kind of mowing, making noise and stuff, and you know, while they're back there and doing their service and stuff. So got a few minutes here. I might have a few more minutes than I think, depends on how long they are and stuff. But anyhow, today we're just gonna have a little look, maybe a test fire of these old Coleman lanterns I picked up at the tractor show. Oh hell, that might need a reshaping. So this one's pretty old. It's got the chrome tank on it from, it says 1949. That's probably pretty accurate. That is very rare though, and hard to find new ones. Be very careful with that. It had some kind of fuel in it already. What kind exactly, I don't know. And that's even a different cap. That's the newer style caps there. You can see the difference in the size of them, right? So hopefully this cap seals everything alright. It's hard to say, but it did have some kind of weird fuel in it. I think I got most of it. There's still a little bit in there. I don't exactly know what kind it was. It was probably the camp fuel stuff. But like I say, I don't really know. Oh man, I took my handle dewey off my tripod here and now I didn't put it back on. So that's not so good. But anyways, yeah, let's have a look. I'll look at this guy here and see what we're going to need to do with it. It should sort of shine up a little better. I don't exactly know what I want to use on it as in a scouring kind of pad, but I'm just going to try a little WD-40 on one of my little blue shop towels just to see. Yeah, it probably needs, I don't know. It's just dirt mostly, I think, but it does need a good cleaning. It might be actually a little pitted too, so it's maybe pretty kind of pitted. Hopefully it's not leaking, as in, you know, to hold pressure. But anywho, oh, it's missing. Oh, it's not missing. It's different than I'm used to there too. On the pumper side, it's got a little wee tiny screw that holds the pumper in instead of one of these this style with a little quick release kind of thingy dooey there. So we got to get that out first to lubricate the little thing. I guess we could try squirting some oil just down there. Maybe that would get her. This fluid film stuff worked pretty good last time. It's not feeling good. It may not even have a good whatchamacallit on there anyways, so let's grab a screwdriver. We'll take that out. Here we go. Ready? It's gonna be loud. Awesome. Super awesome. Okay, did I bring a small enough screwdriver? Yeah. Wow, that's a really old one, and I have never seen one like that personally before. There we go. Well, it does have a cup thingy on it, so that's good. Doesn't seem to want to pump though. That's not maybe so good. At least over the years they've kept these things pretty much exactly the same. Pretty much. Well, it doesn't look that bad down there. It should. Well, I've got some new cup Dewey bits here. If this is pretty much exactly the same. Now, I think those things just turn off. Just need a little bit of pliers here. I never had to take one of these cups off of here before, so, oh yeah. She just unspins. That's pretty straightforward. And there's a new one. Hopefully everything's the same size. Oh, it's not going to be all original now though. So that kind of sucks. Plastic wrap off her, shrink wrapped onto it, like heated onto it. It's probably not a good thing for this thing. Tore half the crap off it. That's probably not too good. Oh man. Okay, it's pretty floppy this thing, so we'll just give her a coat of stuff. And we'll try this here. Oh boy. It is a lot bigger. But if we can get her all stuffed in there, it should, I hope, work. Other than that, I'm going to have to maybe get this other pumper to soak for a while. Oh, goodness. Oh, I can't get that thing lined back up now, though. I bet you Coleman has a special tool for these things to get them all lined back up in here. There. Now, funny as it is, this tank has provisions for the newer style with the two little Deweys. There's a hole there, if you can see that, and then a hole where the other screw is in on the bottom. So Yes. Oh yeah, now we're pumping. Okay. Let's get that screw hole line back up. We'll put that back in for now, I guess. But now, well, I don't know if this is an original pump or not. I'm not too sure. That's that one might work if she's soaked for a bit, maybe. We could probably put her back in, but for trying sakes, let's just put a bit of lube on this thing too. A lot smaller cap though, that's original, I think. Sounds like that cap's leaking a bit. Whoa! Gotta figure this thing out. I've never had a cap like this before, so I presume that should. Oh, come on. That's more better. Okay, I gotta shut the fan off over here. Hang on a second. Because I can't hear any leaks with that thing going. Okay. Wow, is that ever nasty in there? Hopefully this works here. Oh yeah. The cleaner thing works and everything. Let me pump her some more here. If I wanted to try all this first to make sure that she, you know, would take and hold air. Ready? Listen. Sweet. Before we went ahead and put a new mantle to her. Everything looks good as far as I can see. I don't really think I need to take anything else apart. We'll get a new mantle onto her here, and hopefully these ones will work. Now this model of this one is a 242B. Here's my pack of mantles. Doesn't even list that one on here. Wow. But we're gonna give her a shot. Instaclips. Get a mantle out here. There's two mantles. Oh, what is this now? Oop. I don't know if I was supposed to pull that yet. I see it holds it open a bit for you. Okay, so the surface is pretty good. That little clip thing's useless. Ah! Just about had her. Okay. So now we got to give her the old burn. And we're going to get you zoomed in a little bit here for this because it's pretty cool. So this turns to ash. And it'll kind of burn itself out there, and then it'll kind of finish itself when it actually lights and gets the flame inside of it. It's a pretty neat process, actually. Okay, looks like that's about as much as I can burn off her. So we'll go get some fuel. I still got some pressure in here, hopefully. Sweet. And yeah, we'll get some fuel. Kind of put her back together and see if she'll fire up, and I'll let her run for a while. Very rare to find those globy lungs like that again. So, okay, let's go get some fuel for it. All right, hopefully it sounded like it was running pretty good. So, ooh, that's so small it barely fits. Yeah, it sounded like it was running pretty good. Darn it, I'm almost out of fuel. No! Was I dripping there? Was I dripping? Oh no! No, it can't be leaking because I was holding that air. Oh, I hope it's not leaking. If I was just dripping funny there. That'll be enough for a little bit to get her fired, I think. Okay, so we'll put that on gently. I just want to double check the fit of this. Yeah, this one's needs a little bandaged back. Well, it's a little better. Yeah, that should do. Don't break the glass. Get the little cap back on. Oh, I'm having one heck of a time with this frickin' cap. Sorry. Don't think we're leaking. Okay, now we can put the lid back on. Okay, I hear a helicopter outside. Oh. Alright, so is this lantern from what they say, 1949, going to fire? $65. Let's try that. Okay, we'll move that out of the way. I should light this outside here, so we're gonna go outside here. Okay, so I have no idea how old or how long this thing has been since it's been ran. But one little leak there on the little clean out guy. Oh, she's going though. I didn't think it was going there. Yeah, just a little bit of a leak. Probably needs some packing on this thing. There we go, $50. I actually didn't, I gave him 40 for it. I think he was like, oh yeah, I'll take that. Okay. He didn't seem too concerned. So we might have to take that little clean out apart and see what's in there after. We'll let her burn for a little bit here. We got the other one to work on as well. I think it should be no problem. 'Cause that one is leaking. Actually, that's probably enough of a leak that I want to have a look at it before we burn it too much longer. So we will shut her down. See what I mean? That's why I want to have a look at it. It's a little bit dangerous there. Okay. Although right now it's not leaking. Yeah, there's something wrong with inside there. It's going to have to come apart, I think, because as soon as you turn the valve on, it starts dripping. So that's not too good. We'll have to look at the innards of that one. This thing still hasn't gone out yet, but we'll leave her sit a minute, and then I can maybe slowly bleed the pressure off here without exploding myself. Yeah, I'll just let that bleed off there. Okay, let's have a look at this other one. It's a twin lantern. Okay, so same sort of thing. It needs a couple elements. I don't think that's the original top for it. I know it's not. Doesn't look like it's had a whole pile of use though. Okay, yeah, this one's I don't think is really that old. This one is a model 228H. 228H. And these ones aren't listed on there either. It's probably a bigger one actually for these ones, I'm thinking. But I mean, it doesn't really look exceptionally old, right? Newer style stuff on it, so. Ooh. That does not look good. There's still fuel on this one too. Now, ooh, it smells like paint thinner. I have to dispose of that. Okay, we'll see what's in here. It's maybe okay, but doesn't smell the greatest. It doesn't smell like my stuff anyway, so it's got me a little leery. It's been in there for probably a while. Gee, there's quite a bit of her. Darn near full. I need another container. Don't drink that stuff. You'd know in a hurry it wasn't water, I would think. Okay, there is a bit of crud in there too. So I am going to get an air gun and just give that a little blast. I don't know why I went and bought this one. Wichita, Kansas, USA, it says in the It's kind of cool. I don't know why I went and bought that one. There's a bit of crud in the bottom. But just being a double lantern one. A double mantle, I thought that was kind of cool. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do a comparison. Oh yeah, that smells like old paint thinner. Can't be using that in her, guys. Can't be using paint thinner in it. That's what that smells like. Okay, so we got to get and see if this pumper will work. Not the greatest of caps. I do have spare caps. I think, did I get caps? No, I didn't. I just got the pumper parts. They had caps there, but I'm like, oh, caps are usually pretty good. Yeah, that feels oilier too, like a paint thinner. I wouldn't think you'd use a paint thinner in something like this, but apparently whoever owned this did. 1973. I'm just going to do a little bit of research on that here. I don't think that's as old as that. Okay, so there is the first one. Shiny, with the domey thing. Now, what model did they say this one was? 228. Well, there it is there. It's got a different tank on it though. It's chrome. The model 228 from the mid 1940s until 1951. So actually this may be older than it says on the tag. But it's funny, it's got that chrome tank. Let me just rifle through here a little more. Well, I'm gonna have to really sit down and look at these. There's lots of different numbers and stuff. Anyways, I don't think that's the right date for this. I think it's maybe, well, it's hard to say. Hard to say. But anyway. Okay, so this pumper I don't think is working either, no. So that's not good. Maybe we can just... Oh, I did not want to see that. That's a lot of rusties in there. I did not want to see rusties like that. Oh no. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Well, probably not, but whew. That's not nice. That is not nice. Looks nice from the outside, but not nice from the inside. Darn it. What am I going to do about that? Well, I don't know if this is ever going to pump again, this one, but we'll give her a little shot here. Darn it. Oh, this is so bad. That one's never gonna pump. I don't even think that's the right one. Well, there's a lot of frickin' play in that, which either means the inside of this thing is wore off and all the rust has wrecked it, or we could try a new thing here. Darn it, I didn't want to see that. I don't know, boys, if it's gonna pump again or not. It might take up that room, I don't know. The new pumper. Oh, that was a lot of crap that blew out of there. It's actually pressurizing it a little bit there. Just from blowing the air into it, at least that works. Oh, it's just going to end up tearing up this one, I think. Do I want to bother putting it in or not? Or is this one from the other lantern better, maybe? Actually fits better than... It's stiff and stuff. Or I don't even think that's the right one, because it doesn't even fit. It couldn't have shrunk that much. Now, I like their idea of having the screw-on ones better than these clip things. It's funny, the rest of it looks good, like really good, except inside of here. So that sucks. No. Oh, that seal just fell apart. It's just tearing them up in there. That's really not good. I wonder if I can actually manually pressurize this. Well, this seal's no good, so we'll just tear it off again. See, it's just all crumbled, see? It's all falling apart. So... that sucks, doesn't it? Well, I don't know what to say now about that. This is like a little valvey thing. You should have it open when you're trying to pressurize. I think that's leaking too. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. If I could get that inside of this tube cleaned out, it probably would work, but oh, that's sad. Sad day. If I want to try it, put a little piston in that or not. I'm probably just going to eat it up because it's so rough and crappy in there. Well, I guess they're not expensive, really. Let's try one, see what happens. It's probably going to destroy it. But then you never know, it might work. Clean it out and away we go again. Stupid plastic off this again. So she clicks. Now the fun part. Trying to get you guys to see this, but it's tricky. Very tricky. I don't think this is the right size. Oh, there we go. Oh god, that felt horrible. Oh yeah, that's just not gonna work. Although it did pump one air into it. Oh, that really sucks because this is a pretty sweet little looking lantern here, but I don't know what I could get in there to clean that out unless I have to tear the whole thing apart, right? Just gonna shred that thing right up. Yeah, we're just not gonna do that again. Well, I guess we could see about taking this right apart. Let's see how we do that now, because I have really actually no idea how these all come apart. Those are crimped, so that doesn't come out. Okay. So that looks like it's part of that. assuming I gotta take these fittings off of here, so let's go grab some tools. Okay. Now, what size are you, feller? Probably, yeah, it's probably non-metric. No, 7/16. Okay, that's understandable. Of this mantle-y part come off here. Oh, I've never had one of these apart, so I don't know. Ooh, there's like a rod thingy going all the way up there. This may not get back together. May not, I don't know, it's hard to say. Probably going to send her back to Coleman and they can do it for me. Or they just say, oh, no, that thing's junk, just here, buy a new one for 170 bucks. Okay, I totally forgot to press the go button, and all of a sudden, like, you know, I'm doing whatever here, blah, 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 and the camera shuts off. I'm like, what the crap? I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Totally didn't press the go button. But anyways, we're trying to disassemble this to get inside and see if I can see what's going on in there. We've got the one little tube going up to the burners here undone. We've got the valve undone. Now I'm working on a nut down in here, which I do believe will be the thing that'll take the top piece off for me here. These things are very well put together, and yeah, it looks like it's coming loose now. Okay, so I presume this will pull right off. Ooh, and there's that little cleaning rod. I presume that'll stay there. I don't know what's going to come out. And now, lots of bugs inside of her. Let's get you in here a little closer. So yeah, I really do hate it when I do that. Filmed about, I don't know, 5 minutes without the camera on. You know what, this isn't going to get me in there anyways, because all you can get in there is the top of that. So, like I was mentioning on the part that probably didn't get recorded, this one actually looks really good, but it actually might be end up being a shelf queen. A shelf queen. There's a little nozzle cleaning thing, little wee sharp point right on the end. Yeah, because that's not going to get me in there, so unless you could get a new tank and put a new generator in. That tank's freaking screwed in there because she's pretty crappy. Pretty crappy, probably from whatever was left in there. You won't be able to see down there. But anyways, that sucks because this would have been a cool little lantern, I think. But anyways, darn it. I just don't think, I don't know how much I missed recording here now, but I did switch. We switched that guy, tried it, put a new one on, and it ended up kind of beating it up. So I'm like, yeah, that's no good. So maybe you seen that, maybe you didn't. I don't know, sorry. If I screwed up, I screwed up. It's just so rusty in there. And it's just going to end up wrecking the seals. Oh, little pistons, the little leather pistons. Oh yeah, that's in pretty rough shape. So unfortunately, until I can find maybe another tank, change things over, she'll be a shelf queen. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to be a shelf queen. Which really sucks, because this thing would have been pretty sweet, I think. No, I didn't do that right, did I? Put this dewey back on first, I think. So that does kind of suck. And you guys have moved, haven't you? Sorry. Why is that not sitting quite right? Something's not right here. Cornflakes. Sorry for the arms in the way. Okay, nothing's changed there. Why is that not going to sit there? There! Stay, crubhead. Except, I still got to get this piece in, don't I? Sorry for the hands in the way. Okay, I'm not liking this thing now. Okay, so gotta get this started. No, can't do it that way. Okay, how come I can't get it in the other way? That started. Put that locker nut on. That's started. Going to have to be 6 things happen here all at once. Okay, make that loose. Get that started. That down. Let that rise up. Lock that one down. For some reason it's not happy. I'm squaring down, but I just don't feel like I want to crank her down too much tighter. Okay, that's acting weird. Oh well, she's going to be a shelf queen anyways. That should be tight though. Oh goodness, I don't have time to mess with this right now. sitting flush, but why does it not want to tighten down anymore? Maybe I put that washer thing on wrong. Can't remember now. Good memory, but pretty darn short, boys. Pretty darn short. I'm pretty sure that's the way this thing was down, but just unloosen. Okay, I gotta turn my fan back on here. It's getting hot. Sweating. Sorry for the fan noise in the background. Holy. Okay. I'm sure that thing wasn't this way. But stranger things have happened, I guess. Ah, for crap's sakes. Can you tell that my AP fingers don't work too well with this small stuff anymore? I used to have pretty good fine motor skills, but yeah, maybe that's the way that thing was. I don't know. It's tighter anyways. So, unless I can find a tank, I guess this one, like we'll say, will be a shelf queen. Fortunately, that's quite the way she's going to be. It could be really rusty inside too. It looked like I did get a bit of rust out, so somebody I think put the wrong stuff in it. Maybe that needed to the rusting of it, I don't know. Not too sure. Darn it! Well, that sucks. So this I'm just going to leave inside. I don't really want to stick it back down there because this is going to get shredded. Glass, maybe I'll try to clean it a bit. I kind of think that they were cooking the wrong stuff in this thing though. It's kind of made the glass go funny too. That's alright for now. Put this lid back on. And wrong cap buoy. Oh well. Shelf queen. It's about the best we can do with that one. Well, let's see what we can see on this other guy here, maybe. I gotta get back to her, I think. Oh, okay, so pressure is bled off. That might be tricky getting this nut off. loose. She's loose. This one, ooh, she's turning. Can't believe her. A little bit of spray helps. Gently take this off. That off to the side so we don't hurt our new mantle we just put on there. Ooh. It's a little dirty in there. A little cleaning rod. Not too bad, but it's a little dirty. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it was leaking at this end one here a little bit. That's a pretty darn small. Yeah. Let's see if my little adjustable guy can get it off. I don't know what to do with that, if to actually just seal it up, or if it was actually coming out of the inside here. That's probably not so good. How do I get that off? Probably got to take this end off, which is going to be a big one again. Too big. Too small. What am I going to do with it? 3/8. What the crap? It's gotta be laying here somewhere. Hang on. Holy cow, looking right at it. Oh, yes. So taking this apart, I probably still won't be able to fix it, but so I'm not exactly sure I actually get this apart, because you can see that moving that so it cleans a little orifice-y thingy on here, your injector, I guess that is. That could be the generator. I'm not exactly sure. I think this is the generator, but I'm not sure if you can get that out any more than that. It's hooked to this thing in here, so I might not be able to fix this little guy. There's some trick to getting unhooked. I don't think you better keep going and twisting her like that, because it's just going to bust her off inside. Well, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to do some more research on it, I suppose. Ooh, there's a bit of chromey there, though, still shiny. It was right in here that it was leaking, but I think it was actually coming out the end. So I'm sure there's some kind of packing in there or something to help prevent that. But I'm not sure. But for right now, I'm just going to put her back together, I think. Oh, better put this thing back on first. Yeah, I just need to do some more research on how you take these apart. I'm sure there's a method to it. And that seems awful stiff. Still works anyways. So that's good. That's good. This one is kind of bent a little bit. Too bad now. Pretty sure that's supposed to have a hole in it. At least I think it is. Wow, that is small. How the heck do you clean that out? So number 6. Well, I'm going to see if I can get a hole punched through that, I guess. I don't know. Well, that's it. I don't know if that's actually supposed to be a hole in there or not. It's pretty tiny. I couldn't get anything through it. I don't have anything that small. Plus, I can't even see it. So, if I put a vacuum on the back side here, I can slowly feel stuff coming through. So, I don't know exactly where the fuel of the stuff really comes out, but it almost seems like it's leaking out the threads. I don't know. Once again, I don't know a whole lot about these things, right? So I can't foresay. But I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a hole, because I'm sure I've seen the needle poke through that before on other things like the little stoves and stuff. So now if that bottoms out, boy, I don't know. My eyes just do not work. Oh yeah, there we go. See? Very tiny. Very tiny. So it does have a hole there. It's extraordinarily tiny. Extraordinarily tiny. Now I can't get the little thing out. There. Okay, let's thread that back in. Now, I think I've done this wrong already. Okay. Okay, gotta shut the fan off. Hang on. Now let's see what happens here. Put a little hole in that mantle. Well, she's working, but it's leaking out. Right out where that little thing goes in there. Darn it. Pretty much have to put a whole new generator on that, I think, now. Oh well, that's alright. I don't mind the Michelle Queens, they still look pretty cool. But, yeah, I probably should regenerate it back to where she was. That's okay, we burnt up one mantle just to try her. Still pretty cool. I like them. I'm not like a collector or nothing. Would like to learn a little more about them, but... maybe there's a Coleman school somewhere. Crud in there still. Oh. Well, shelf queen. That's alright. Could have some shelf queens too, right? But with the new generator, she'd be good. Got all new parts in there, and then you wouldn't have to worry about her. There we go. She's just like we got her, and sweet. All right. Well, finish up today. We got another letter in the mail, and nice short little letter. That's awesome, awesome. So this is from Nick, and he says, "Dear Billstmaxx, please read this on a video." There you go, bud. I've been watching your videos for about 2 years now, and I watch every single one of them since. And wait a minute, I have been watching your videos for about 2 years now, and watched every single one of them since. I am 12 years old, and I love to work on small engines. I have 3 tractors. Picture, I'll show you that in a sec. 3 tractors, 1966 Sears Custom. That's pretty old. Custom 6 horsepower, I suppose it is. A 1968 John Deere 60, which we are restoring right now. And a 1995 Toro 12 horsepower, 38-inch cut mower deck XL. What piece of equipment is your favorite? Now, if you're asking which piece of equipment in your picture here, well, I really like the looks of that Sears Craftsman, but I am going to probably have to jump on the John Deere, I would say. Yeah, sorry, John Deere. I like John Deere. Equipment is your favorite. Now, if you're talking about my favorite of my equipment, I don't know, I'm really liking this Mini X, honestly. It's good for what it can do. It does have its limitations, of course, like any machine. Small, agile, fairly lightish, and with the traction pretty well go anywhere. Other than that, probably the backhoe. I don't know. I got so much equipment, it's hard to really pick a favorite. But thank you for reading this. Love the videos, and keep up the good work. Your biggest fan, from Nick. He says, I also included a picture of my Sears and my John Deere. It was unrestored, so I guess it's restored now. That is cool. So there's the Sears. That's actually probably a pretty rare tractor, actually, that one. Now, Sears Custom. Boy, I don't know. I think that's a really rare tractor. Really rare. The John Deere might be actually fairly rare too. I don't know. That was a John Deere 60. 60. It's pretty sweet. No more decks on any of them, bud? They're just a tractor only? I imagine at one time they probably came with the deck. Originally. Well, there we go. Sweet. Thank you for the letter. Yeah, so anyways, I guess there's a couple of shelf queens, unless I feel like I want to try to get parts for them, but you know what, I honestly don't really need a lantern. I've got one here that works, one in the box out there, and the still original box that works fine. I mean, really nowadays you're camping, you wouldn't use these anyways, so one of these days you won't be able to buy this stuff probably either. It'll be totally gone, or not really hard to get. Because of all the LED stuff, right? Who really wants to run one of these when you have a nice LED light that'll go like 2,000 hours longer than one of these will, right? No heat to it either. So yeah, that's kind of sucks, but anyways, that's the way she works. But as a collector, it's kind of neat to still collect them, but now I gotta get some kind of shelf or something to hang them with somewhere. Probably downstairs in my house or something. Maybe I'll put a little shelf up or something and just put them on there just for display. Okay, so there's our water meter. If you remember, we picked up a water meter the other day. Put on the main tap, the main part of the cemetery, the main of the cemetery here. This was from Saturday morning till Tuesday morning this morning. Okay, Monday here was a holiday. So that was 708 gallons. 708 gallons. Someone's drawing water right now. I hope. 708 gallons, and then today is 850 altogether. That is a freaking lot of water. Holy crap. I hope someone's drawing water back there. Seems awful sweaty. I have to make a phone call here and I'll come out and check it after. I don't... Is it still moving? Yeah, it is. Pouring out the water. Holy frickin' crap. Man. That's a lot of frickin' water. Was there 4 liters? 4 liters in a gallon, I think it was, roughly. Something like that. That's crazy. Don't mind the pocket lint, but there you go in liters. 3,255 liters. That's probably enough to frickin' almost fill a swimming pool. That's insanely stupid. Holy crap, there's a lot of people watering back there. But anyways, I don't know what they're watering. That's just watering your flowers. No idea why 860 gallons would be needed to water your flowers. So I really kind of think I need to get some kind of regulator put on the back here and just cut that pressure down to like 30 psi. So at the back there, it takes forever to frickin' fill a bucket. Because right now it's pretty friggin' nice, but holy crap, I can't believe the frickin' wells kept up to that. That's just ridiculous. But anyways, I was doing a bit of reading on the forums for the slingshot. And so everybody's been having problems with the brakes. Ours is too. They work, but they're really squishy. Not like you would kind of expect in a car, if you know what a car brakes feel like. They're definitely got an issue with them. Come on, keys. So anyways, what they've been doing, these guys were saying on the forum that they took theirs back to the dealer. That door's open still too. Which I would take mine back to the dealer, but my dealer, where we got ours, is like 2 and a bit hours away. So I kind of really don't want to have to do that. That'll be the absolute last resort. Anyways, what the guys were doing, let me see, got enough battery, just about out. What these guys were doing was taking the calipers off, pulling off the pads, putting the caliper back on all 3 wheels, and then I guess you'd start it up, just push the brake, until the pistons and the calipers go to their full extent. Shut it off, squeeze them all back in. Apparently the rear one, because of the emergency brake, I guess has a one of the ones that twist out. So I have the special tool for that to squeeze it and twist it back in. The one guy was saying there that the dealer did that for his, and it was like night and day. Totally different. So I'm like, oh, well, that's good to know. Might have to do that. Another thing they were saying was they changed brake pads, and that made a pretty good difference, but the ones they changed to were really messy, which I didn't really like. And he says, oh yeah, I got these new brake pads. They seem good now, but now I got to try to remember not to do the pumping while I'm braking. I'm like, oh, interesting. So what these guys were doing was, when they're coming to their stop, they just pump, and then it stops a lot better. I tried it last night, made a huge difference too. I'm like, whoa, okay. So I don't know if it's something in the master cylinder or in the calipers that maybe just aren't taking that pressure correctly. I'm gonna try doing the thing where you push the crap out. I'm almost out of battery here, but let's just get in here and have a look. Ooh, and it's not really that warm in here. 29 degrees again. Maximum was 36. That's pretty warm. But I guess they do have these little vents here, and they seem to be sort of working. But anyways, I'm almost out of battery. Better do this quick. So what we'd have to do is get her up on a stand, get all the wheels off, take the calipers off, take the pads out, put her back together, bolt it back together, and depress the brake pedal until they go to their fullest extent. And they were saying that fixes it. So I'm like, oh, interesting. Interesting. So we might have to do that, because I did notice that the rear brake was getting quite a bit warmer after a while of braking, and then the fronts were still cold. It's like, that's maybe not too good, although it's getting more air up there maybe than back here, but should be a little warmth in it, you think, after a bit of braking, but no, it was cold. So that's we're gonna have to look at that maybe. And oh, going back to the question what my favorite machine would be, right now it's probably this. But up here, same deal. I'll have to undo the caliper bolts here, slip the caliper back, pull the pads off, put it back together, let them pump out, and hopefully there'll be enough fluid in here to fill all that. I would think so. It's a fairly big reservoir. But now they were saying too there was some metal bracket that they were using to mount this more solid or something. I didn't really find a picture or see any more info on that, but he says, oh yeah, we put that metal bracket on and it worked like night and day too. I'm like, okay. I don't think I can pump this and look at the same time though. See how you get some flex there though? But I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at it. I want to try doing that brake trick first. See if maybe bringing the calipers right out, back in, squeeze them back together, back in, maybe in again, and then it might be a little more better. But I'm gonna leave this open a little bit here, let her air out a bit. Gotta get rocking, battery's almost dead. Oh, that sucks. But anyways, you guys have a good day. Thanks again for watching. One of these days too, I want to build a bracket that mounts on the front mount of the big tractor. Basically like a square to mount the thing on the loader, with just a ball thing going out to a ball that I can just put under there and pick this up and then drive this around. I think it should be able to do that. It'd be easier to drive her in with a unit like that on the front of the tractor than trying to do it with my truck, I think, because now we got fairly tight, and then, well, clothesline tight too. So one of these days I want to build that, and basically to be the skid steer mount, homemade skid steer mount, with the ball thing, some braces and stuff into there, be able to move it. Now the guys at the RV stores, they actually use their 3-point hitch with a special dewey that they can just whoosh and lift it, but I'd rather, I think, use the loader. I think I'd rather have that weight on the front and more weight on the backhoe and stuff on the back. So Yes, but anyways, there we go. Anyways, I gotta rock. You guys have a good night. Thanks again for watching. And we'll catch you in the next day or so. Maybe we'll get working on that bracket thing. Who knows? Be nice to get her going, and I can get this thing pulled in and out and stuff, and vice versa, and back and forth. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Catch you later. Have a good night.